All right, today I want to talk to you about what equipment you're going to need if you're going to take any precision rifle training. Our shooting platform for a lot of our training is up 13 feet in the air. So we've got a pretty good set of stairs to climb. And sometimes some of our students take 2 to 3 trips hauling things up there on the platform, and they never actually need all the equipment they haul up there. And then we have equipment that is in the way when everyone's trying to move around. You should be able to grab your rifle and one bag and get all the equipment that you need up to the shooting platform or wherever you're going. So if you work on your kit and get it reduced down to a manageable size, this will help you if you go in the field hunting situations or if you're doing any type of competition. So we're going to cover all the items I have here on the table, what I like, and what I would carry if I was going to take some training. All right, first off, you have to have a precision rifle. And so I've got 2 of them here on the table. You can have a bolt gun or a gas gun. Doesn't really matter, whatever you prefer. So this rifle right here is a Cadex Kraken multi-caliber rifle, and we currently have the 308 barrel in it with a Thunder Beast suppressor. It's topped off with a Steiner 5-25 military optic and has their mil reticle in it. So it's a mil reticle, mil turrets. Also got the Tacticam mounted on here to do filming directly through the rifle. For my gas gun setup for precision work, I currently have a LaRue OBR with an 18-inch barrel. Has a muzzle device on it to accept my Thunder Beast can, and it is topped off with the Leupold Mark 8 with the H59 reticle in it. All right, the next thing that you have to have is a quality bipod. This is a Versapod bipod that I run on my OBR. I also like the Harris bipods and the Magpul bipods as well. Normally I have a Magpul bipod on this rifle, but it's on another one in the safe. So definitely a quality bipod that is adjustable for cant. Another piece of important gear that you need on your rifle is a bubble level. So this is an accuracy first level, and you can see the ball inside as it moves, and you see the lines on the face of that level. Those are 2.5 degree lines, and that is a ceramic ball that is inside the level. Those retail for somewhere around $85. That is the way to go. If you're spending a lot of money on a rifle setup, don't cheat yourself and buy a cheaper bubble level. I've got an example of a less expensive bubble level right here on my OBR. And it is right here. That is just a Brownells bubble level. You have a bubble floating in a liquid, and you line that up on that white line to make sure you are level before you take the shot. That's a $15 level. So you got a $15 level versus an $80 to $85 level. Spend the money and get a good level. All right, you've got a good rifle and you have a good bipod. The next thing you need is a quality rear bag. All right, so these are 2 rear bags that I just recently started using. And you can see here that this is a WeBad bag. Both of these are WeBad bags. I bought them on Amazon. And this here is probably my favorite bag. It's very lightweight compared to what I've used for the last 15 years, which was a bag that I made out of a Marine Corps sock and some dried beans. Both of these are excellent bags. Sometimes you need a little more elevation in the rear. This bag can also be utilized for support in other positions. So now that I've got my rifle, bipod, bags covered, you got to have some hearing protection. And for me, I just use earplugs most of the time when I'm shooting. If I wear ear muffs, my cheek weld here on the stock always breaks the seal on the ear muff, and I can end up getting some ear damage. So I always use earplugs when I'm shooting a long gun. Then you need your eye protection. All right, the next thing that you need is a data book. You have to have a data book to record what you're doing. And it doesn't have to be a fancy high-dollar data book, commercial book that you go out and buy. You can make your own out of a folder, or it could just be a notepad. You always need something to write with and document what you're doing. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is a tripod. I've got the React Rest, and anytime I go anywhere, I'm going to take this tripod with me. So you may not need a tripod in a basic level precision rifle class, but if you have one, always bring it with you. Of course, I have my ammunition here. Here's 100 rounds of ammunition. I've got my Kestrel weather meter in here. I've got a weather flow meter in here. I also have a spotting scope on the table. You may want to bring a spotting scope in basic training. In a basic precision rifle class, you're not going to need a spotting scope. And I have another tripod here to go with it. So this here together, that's a significant amount of weight to carry with you. So if you don't need it, there's no reason to carry it. And then the last thing that I have here is a shooting mat. And this shooting mat folds out where you can put your rifle in it. So you'll see here in a minute, I'm going to pack everything up in my pack, and then you can put your rifle in here, and then you can go wherever you need to go with your pack and your rifle and a shooting mat. A lot of things that we do, I don't use a shooting mat, but if we're up on the deck, a shooting mat's recommended. So the pack that I've got here is a Eberly stock Gunslinger 2 pack. And I really like this pack. I like the size of this pack, and I can get all of the equipment that I need for a day of training or 2 days of training in here. And it also has a place to carry the weapon here. It's got a weapon scabbard, so if I'm having to do a long walk to get to wherever it is I'm going to shoot, I can put my rifle in there, keep my hands free, and put all that weight on my back. So I'm going to take a few minutes and pack all of this up and show you what it looks like with everything you see here on the table packed into that Eberly stock pack. All right, here is all that you saw on the table packed up into my Eberly stock Gunslinger 2 pack. So I've got my React Rest on the side. I have my spotting scope tripod on here. I've got the big bag and little bag inside, as well as my ammunition. Spotting scope is in there. All the stuff that I need quickly is up here. I got my data book, ears, weather meters, and I still have room in the pack to put weather appropriate clothing as well as food and water for the day. Well, I hope this video helps you streamline your kit for your next training class that you take, or that next trip out to the field for a hunt or competition. Just keep in mind, the more weight you put in your pack is the more pain that you feel when you're carrying that bag. So pack wisely, and I hope to see you in one of our upcoming classes.